Hey guys, welcome back to Six Sister Stuff. Today I'm sharing with you reasons why your Instant Pot isn't pressurizing. So I'm Kristen and I am the sister in charge of the YouTube channel. So I love my Instant Pot, but there are a few things that I want to share with you in case you come across why your Instant Pot isn't pressurizing. So come with me, I'll explain everything, and the best way to do it is make this a check-off list. So you're going to check off, do number 1, do number 2, do number 3. So if you get through all of my checklist and your Instant Pot still isn't pressurizing, then it's time to contact the company. Something might actually be wrong with your Instant Pot. Alright, let's get started. Number 1, the most common reason that your Instant Pot isn't pressurizing is because your little knob is actually on venting, not sealing. So make sure you turn that little knob, and hopefully that is the reason why it's not pressurizing. And if that did happen to you, no worries, it's happened to me multiple times. Number 2, check your sealing ring. Now your sealing ring needs to be snug and tight up against that metal bar. As you can see right here, it's really tight, and then I can remove it and it's not very tight right here. So make sure it's nice and snug so your lid will actually seal onto your Instant Pot. Number 3, make sure your sealing ring is not missing. Lots of times you'll take it out to clean it and you'll forget to put it back on. And so you put your lid on to cook something and you realize that it's not sealing or it's not working. It's because you don't have a sealing ring. So be sure to check that. Make sure you actually have a sealing ring on your lid. Number 4, make sure there's plenty of liquid in your Instant Pot. An Instant Pot requires at least 1 cup of liquid in order for it to pressurize well. You can also use a half of cup of liquid if you use some other thing such as a thick sauce or a thick soup. I would suggest a half a cup instead of a full cup. Number 5, there might be food scorched on the bottom of your pot, which will also make your Instant Pot not pressurize because it doesn't cook it evenly. It's hard for it to pressurize. And so if that is the issue, you can go ahead and take your food out, clean it off, and then put your food back on and add a little bit more liquid so it won't scorch this time. Number 6, check your sealing ring again, but this time you're checking for food. If there's any sort of buildup on the sealing ring, that could also make your Instant Pot not seal. Number 7, the sealing ring is damaged. Now the sealing ring can grow and expand, but it also can start to crack if you've had it for a little while. So if it's not pressurizing or sealing, be sure to check that sealing ring to see if there's anything wrong with it. Number 8, depending on your Instant Pot, if you push the timer instead of manual. So if you push timer and set the timer, it's not going to cook. You have to push manual or whatever setting you want to cook it on. It's actually not going to cook without pushing the correct buttons. Number 9. Now you might want to check this too. If your area where your lid goes on is a little bit dirty, that will cause just enough for your Instant Pot not to seal. So some of those little areas are really hard to clean. So I always have a little toothbrush handy so I can clean those areas just to make sure everything's clean and good so the lid will go on and it will seal correctly. Number 10. Now this is the reason I am actually making this video, is the little float valve. If you aren't consistently cleaning your little float valve, and I'll show you how to do it, then it's not going to pressurize. It's not going to work correctly and might not even look dirty. If there's even a little bit of grime in there, it's not going to pressurize. The good thing is it's really, really easy to clean. Let me show you. So first you want to take your float valve off. So you're going to flip your lid upside down and remove that little piece of rubber. Now my finger is on the other side of that float valve. See how I'm moving it up and down? So I'm going to slowly pull my finger out so I can take it out. Now I'm going to wash the metal, the float valve, and that little piece of rubber. You're going to wash it really, really well. Now you're just going to put the float valve right back how it was. So the little knob is up. Then you're going to put the rubber just right on that little lip by the knob. And you are done. Number 11. Now, if you have ever made Instant Pot freezer meals, this one's for you. This is when you're putting frozen meals into your Instant Pot. Now, if you ever wanted to make some freezer meals, I have some right up there on that little dot. If you don't have any liquid at all and you just throw it in there, one, it might burn the bottom, and two, it might not pressurize because there's not enough liquid by the time it's ready to cook. So my trick with freezer meals, depending on the recipe, I either throw it in the microwave for a few minutes so it's creating liquid, or you can always add a half a cup of broth, or if you have soup, something like that, or water, depending on really what you have cooking. So just make sure there's a little bit of liquid in there before you put everything in and cook it. Now, we've talked about the effect if there's not enough water, it won't pressurize, but also if there's too much water, it also won't pressurize. So if you have a recipe that calls for a huge amount of, let's say soup for instance, you have a ton of soup and it's almost up to that fill line, it's still probably not going to pressurize correctly because it is too full. So my rule of thumb is you always go 2 lines under that max fill line. Number 13. Now this one might sound a little strange, but if you're ever wondering why your Instant Pot won't turn on, make sure it's plugged in all the way and make sure the plug to your Instant Pot is also plugged in all the way. Alright you guys, those are all of my reasons why your Instant Pot isn't pressurizing. I would love to hear if you've had any problems and what they are, and if I can help you in any ways, I'll try and get to the comments the best that I can.
So if you love my Instant Pot recipes, you are going to love our recipes. Now our new cookbook is now available for pre-order. It's called Copycat Cooking from Six Sister Stuff. And if you order today, you get these 2 free e-cookbooks with it. I'm going to put a link in the description. You click through and it will tell you everything you need to do.
So if you haven't done so, be sure to subscribe to our channel because every Monday I'm sharing an Instant Pot recipe. So if you are new to Instant Pot, you're going to want to check out my Monday videos. They're easy to follow, easy to make, and they taste delicious. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye.